Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. All right, I gotta cover this. It's come to me from several places. So shout yourself out if you're one of the many people who did this. But I got it on, I got it in Gmail. I got it on Instagram, oddly enough. But I didn't get it directly on Instagram. People, it says I was mentioned. So whatever that means, I don't know if somebody was typing in the chat on the link and then mention me, which is cool. I appreciate it. So shout out yourself. But yeah, it's really been brought to my attention. I haven't been watching much TV lately, so I don't get stuff like this in the commercials. But oh God, oh God, they have taken this whole champion the woman thing to a whole new level. And they have taken this over warriorization and under beautification of Black women for far too long. Now, I know some of you are thinking that this is a new trend. This is a new phenomenon. Like, it's current year and they're behaving like this because this is progress. This is progress. That is bullshit. I've been alive a long time. And you want to know what I seen when I was a kid, when I was just a little tippy-tie? When I was just a little tippy-tie, this movie came out. This is Conan the Destroyer. Conan the Destroyer is made by our former governor, or excuse me, is starring our former governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And basically, he is a barbarian, muscle bound barbarian that walked around with a sword doing whatever barbarians did at the time. Take a look at this scene here. Okay, so that is the depiction of a white woman back in the day. That is how they chose to show white women. Even though everything around that area, they're outside in the dusk and dirt, she still seems to remain clean. She's up top a horse and she's talking to her muscular, male, strong, defender. And she's saying, why don't you help this woman? And he don't even see the womanity in her. He don't see a woman. Look at how they got Grace Jones. Hold on. Y'all see this, right? This is a tail. This is a tail. They literally put a tail on her. And she is chained to a post made to fight a group of men. This is how they have. This is like I think this is like 82 or something like this. This is like the early 80s. So this is almost 40 years ago, or around 40 years ago, that they had this pretension, or excuse me, they had this perception of this strong black dark-skinned warrior woman with a tail and a spear. This is the first Wakanda Forever. This whole masculinization of Black women is not a new thing. Get that out of your head. This is not a new thing. Just like an afro is not a new thing. It's a re-emergence of something that already existed. So this is her with the tail. I'm gonna slow motion it for y'all. I'm gonna give it to you slow motion. So y'all can see the Black woman in chains poking a sharpened stick at a group of ruffians with a tail. Let's not forget. Oh, and with no damn hair. Look at her hair. Her beautiful, 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 beautiful hair. This is how, in the same scene, in the same 3 seconds, I'm 3 seconds in. In the same 3 seconds, they showed how they chose to depict a white woman. Oh, and she don't have a tail. For those of you who are too young and just simply haven't seen the entire movie, this white woman don't have a tail. And she has all of her beautiful, 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 beautiful hair. And she's telling the guy to save her because she's such a humanitarian. She's so sugar and spice and everything nice. While the black chick is, spears and tails and no damn hairs. This is egregious. Black women, y'all should be furious. Oh, and then she goes to Conan. She goes to Conan, the governor. She goes to Conan for help because that's with sugar and spice and everything nice. Hit the like button. That's with sugar and spice and everything nice with the beautiful, 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 beautiful hair. That's what they do. They help the poor, ugly, chained woman with a tail. That's what they do. But they don't do it themselves. They don't use their own testosterone to try to free another woman. No, they go to the I need a hero, the streetwise Hercules and shit like that. That's who they go. You see him? You see him with the big ass sword? You see him with the big ass muscles? That's where they go when they need help and shit like that. Ain't a black man in sight in this movie. Because we let our women do the fighting. But I'm gonna get to that later. So she goes to the muscle bound, the steroids, the light skinned mandingo, whatever you want to call this thing. She go to him, and he goes and he goes to her and look at her, look at her hair. Hold on. I want to see if I can get the scene where, because I'm going to show y'all what he did. Okay, I'm not going to spend forever looking for it. But basically, what he did was he didn't fight off the ruffians, he cut her chains. So she became, tail bitch, unchained. And then she started going Django on all these white dudes. Because if you just take their chains off, you can't fight for a strong black woman or with a strong black woman. You have to give her the opportunity to fight for her damn self. That is the image they portray. It's like 20 people there. You want to know what happens if you try to fight 20 people off with a stick? You get stuck. They're going to shove that stick in three different holes. Talking about, see, this is the fantasy that they have been putting in these young girls for generations. And now they grow up. And now they are grown up and they are doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. They are trying to live out this Grace Jones fantasy. They are trying to live out this dark skinned Xena warrior bitch fantasy. That is a fantasy. It don't happen like that in real life. I seen a show one time. Somebody said 19 mangy dogs can take out a lion, and that is true. That is true. Numbers matter. Stop trying to give this depiction that you could just fight off an army with a stick, unless that stick can shoot rapid fire. Andy Dufresne didn't fight off an army with a stick. That was a sad scene. Anyway, D Rock Den says, shout out GameChanger. But I will be passing on this movie. Oh yeah, I will too. So no, because I got somebody who edits the thing and he puts why I will be watching it. And you need to put why I won't be watching it. Why I will not be watching this movie. I will not be watching this movie, and I do not suggest that anybody watch this crap. Do not give them a dollar. Do not give them a dollar for this movie. If you really have the urge to watch it, then you find some other media. Because this isn't a black thing. This is a black male thing. This is a black woman thing as well. They are making you out to be a bunch of ugly, violent bitches while y'all cheer it on. Empowerment, empowerment. They are making y'all look like savages with tails. Empowerment, empowerment. You stupid. You stupid. They are depicting white women like this, and they are depicting you as some savage tail beast bitches. And y'all think it's a good thing because you're stupid. You're stupid if you watch this movie and you think it's a good thing, black woman. You're stupid. And you deserve the fate of all stupid peoples. And the fate of all stupid peoples is being depicted with a goddamn tail up your ass, fighting a bunch of morons off with a stick. That is the fate of the stupid. That is the destiny of all stupid people. Is to be exploited in whatever way smarter people choose to exploit you. I'm not going. Take your money back. Damn it. I'm gonna find Jackie's cash app. I'm not going. Zone, damn you. All right, hold on. Let me change that shit right now. Change that right now. All right, go here. Then go to edit. Hold on. Oh, got me fucked up. Edit video. Hit more likes. Hit the like button. I went in here and I seen that it's not enough likes. It's like half the people are just liking. It should be at least 70%. Hit the like button. Thinking I'm watching this garbage. Why I am not. All right. There we go. No, don't give me nothing. I'm not giving them shit. I am not giving them shit for this crap. But this is the same depiction that they have been doing since forever. Now, basically, Amazons is like a Greek myth. It's a Greek myth of these warrior chicks, and that's what the Greeks do. They were great storytellers amongst, other things, primarily tradesmen and seamen, or naval people. They were seafaring people. And it makes sense because it's part of a series of islands. So that's what they were good at, telling stories. And I guess it makes sense if you travel the Mediterranean a lot or the Aegean a lot, that you will come back with tales. Not tales like they putting on black women, but tales like stories to tell. And one of the stories is like the Amazon women, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then, it's their god Hera, their goddess, the chief goddess Hera. She was, a handful, and of course, there's Deanna. But so there is this legend of strong white women who went around and did white womanly stuff, or excuse me, just did masculine stuff in the body of women. But there are legends of that. But you want to know the interesting thing about that? You want to know the interesting thing about white people in general? If you go back in time, when you talk about all their stories and legends and odysseys and all that crap, like their mermaids and stuff like that, they're always beautiful. Now, witches is the antithesis. She's not meant to represent any type of positive um, um, aspect of womanhood. But generally speaking, they always made them beautiful. And even now, if you check out the thumbnail, when they talk about Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman is this beautiful, 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 beautiful girl. Wonder Woman is an attractive woman. Even when they put her doing masculine stuff, they depict her as an attractive woman. In fact, they put all the Amazons, they put them all in a reasonably attractive light. Now, and that's why, because they know that a woman's primary power is to attract a man. That is it. That is your purpose. That is your duty in life. Okay? Get it out of your skull that there is something better, that there's something better out there for you than my penis. It's worse. It's worse. You go out seeking better than my penis and you wind up chained to a post with a tail up your ass. That is the plight. That is the plight of a manless woman. Now, let me show you something. Let me show you how they depict um, the mating strategy of said women. Fair use. Fair use. This is how they depict the mating strategy of black women, of the strong black women. And y'all, you stupid. You have taken this and ran with it. You're stupid. You're stupid. This is the early 80s they said this. Listen at this. Hold on. Fair use.
How do you attract a man? How do you attract a man?
Right off the bat. Right off the bat, the white woman asked the warrior black woman, how do you attract a man? Notice she didn't say, how do you use a big ass sharpened stick to kill men? Because she don't want to do that. Because that's stupid. She didn't ask her how to be a warrior, how to be a Wakanda forever kid and play flat top bitch. She didn't ask that question, did she? She asked, how do you attract a man? Now, for a woman to ask a manless woman how to attract a man, what do you mean how to attract a man? Why are you asking her how to attract a man? When you found her, she was manless and chained to a post, repelling men with a stick. She was literally repelling men. And you asked her, how do you attract a man? Asking Grace Jones in this movie how to attract a man. Because she knew how to attract a man in Boomerang. She knew that. She said, puss, puss, pussy. Shout out to Grace Jones.
What I mean is, suppose you set your heart on somebody. What would you do to get him?
Grab him!
Ain't that a bitch? She said, suppose you set your heart on somebody. How do you go about getting him? And she said, grab him. She said, grab him.
And take him!
Grab him and take him. Fellas, y'all listen to me and y'all listen to me good. This movie is 40 years old. This movie is 40 years old. And black women, they're saying black women are just some savages that go around grabbing niggas. Like their seduction technique is to grab an unwilling man. Is to pull this man into their tail-ridden vaginas, kicking and screaming. Grab him and take him. So you have the little white girl. How do you get the man that you are really in love with? You grab him and you take him. Like, okay, yeah, that's oh yeah, shit. Like, okay, don't really know what to do with that. That is how this is not new. This Viola Davis shit is not new. Somebody said mode one. Yeah, exactly. Going around with a stick grabbing niggas. How weak do you have to be? How weak of a man do you have to be? Because no matter what, no matter how much you put her in a stick and put her like on a horse with warrior shit, she is a woman whose arms is as thin as four of my fingers. Let's be clear. You ain't grabbing shit. I pity the fool. Shout out to Mr. T. I pity the fool that you can grab and slap him until he gets hard and then just take his seed. I pity the fool. I pity the fool with no gym membership that lets you get away with crap like that. I truly do. You must be like attracted to the weakest man alive. And that's what they are encouraging these chicks to do. Go out and find a nigga that you can grab. Grab him and take him. You was grabbed. That's why your ass was in chains. Because you got grabbed. You probably tried to grab the wrong man. This is stupid. And they have been doing this for years. Why do you think there's so many pancake throwing bitches out there? They have been masculinizing you since forever. Since forever. Since Mammy, and now they doing like this whole new spear throwing warrior bitch. They have been doing this to you since forever. And the fact that y'all are embracing it now, the fact that they made this movie showed how stupid you are. Or excuse me, I should say, it shows how stupid they think you are. And if you watch it, then you prove them correct. If ticket sales go up, then you prove them correct. You prove their stupidity theory correct. Wakanda was about the man. And I'm going to get into that too. I'm going to get into the whole Wakanda aspect of it too. They think you're stupid. Don't prove them right. But you're going to prove them right anyway because you think empowerment is a good thing. You think empowerment is a good thing and you could go around grabbing niggas? That's why your ass is losing on Tinder because you can't grab a motherfucker off Tinder. That's why. You're taking constant L's and you support those who are dishing out the L's. They are messing up your reputation. Let me show y'all something. And then the movie says king. King. There's no such thing as a woman king because it's not a king if it's a woman. You are out your damn mind. You have been hoodwinked. You have been hoodwinked and you have been winked in the hood. They think y'all are stupid. Do not prove these chicks right. Do not prove them correct by allowing their opinions of your stupidity to be proven true. Do not allow that crap. Do not allow that crap. Oh, look at these Amazons. Look at these Amazons. Flip and float. Flip and float. Look at these Amazons. I'm an Amazon. See? How come their Amazon got full-length hair? They're hold on, that's a little girl. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at their Amazons. They just so fit and shit. They just so fit and pretty and stuff. Look at this. Look at their depiction. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They still in warrior stuff, but they still look like better. Look at that. Look at how they depict it. Look how they don't have a tail. Look at it. Y'all see what's going on here? And this is recent. This is like within 5 years of showing the Wonder Woman depiction of an Amazon, they show a whole different depiction of an Amazon of an Amazon woman. That is what they doing. And now we're gonna get into the minutia of what a Dahomey Amazon bitch is. Okay, now we're going to get into the minutia of it. Now we're going to get into the details of it. And you need only go to Wikipedia, but it's worse than what Wikipedia has to say about them. And what Wikipedia has to say about them is pretty damn bad. It's pretty damn bad. Basically, and I shit you not. And if y'all don't believe me, go to Wikipedia and type in Dahomey Amazons, and they will tell you that it is literally an army of ugly bitches. This is the ugly bitch army. I shit you not. This is the ugly bitch army. What do I mean about the ugly bitch army? It means that this is an army comprised of women that nobody wanted to fuck. I repeat, this is an army comprised of women that nobody wanted to fuck. They took all the women that nobody wanted to fuck, put them together, and gave them a stick and a musket to fight with. I am not making this. Dahomey Amazon. I'll put the link out there. Because I knew the circumstances under which they became what they were before Viola Davis even did this movie. You know, before they even made this movie. So I knew what they were, but I looked this up before that. And apparently, that this is really just an ugly bitch army. Yeah, and all female military regiments, the result of facing high casualties, frequent warfare, and okay, won't get into that. Let's see, lack of men led to King Dahomey to recruit women into the army. Hold on, what does it talk about the ugly bitch army? Let's see. No. Hold on. Documented 2000 serving as warriors reported. Okay, I can't find that particular quote. I'll find it and then I'll put it into the description in this video. But the thing is, okay, so wait a minute. Okay, during the membership they were not okay. So during the membership they were not allowed to have children or be a part of married life. Okay, so they weren't allowed to have children or be a part of married life, but the reason why is because nobody wanted to fuck them. Many of them were virgins. The regiment had a semi-sacred status was, let's see. Let's see. So basically they couldn't marry regular people because they was no damn good at being wives. Okay, here's the thing. These women not only hit the wall, because hitting the wall kind of implies that there was some beauty to begin with. They didn't just hit the wall. What happened to them was far worse. Okay, so we're talking about the wall as we use in this space about when a woman ages out of her beauty, when she grows up, when her looks fade or whatever, when her value as a woman depletes. This is something worse. This is the wall in Game of Thrones. You see, in Westeros, they had a place for leftover men. You know, bastards and broken things, dwarves, bastards and broken things. They had a place for them, and it was called the Wall. They went to the Great Wall in the north, and they were given a sword, and they was given some training, and they were to protect the realm from other things. That was the Wall. But really, it was just a place that you got rid of men that society was better off without. These chicks are women that their society, that the Dahomey society was better off without. They're better off without these ugly ass bitches. Them being in the army is the equivalent to a Westeros man being in the being at the wall. Yeah, somebody said that thing. Yeah, you had to take the black. They put you in the field as cannon fodder or as musket fodder and cannon. They had cannons too. And see, here's the thing. It wasn't an honor back then. It wasn't even an honor back then. It was no, you have the honor to, just like those people who took the black, some of them thought it was an honor. Jon Snow thought, yes, I will be defending the realm from blah, 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 blah. I'm a brother of the Night's Watch or some crap like that. You know, I'm a man of the Night's Watch, and we take the oath to never bear children and stuff like that. Nigga, that's busy work. That's busy work. They just wanted to get rid of your ass. They wanted to get rid of your ass, and you fell for it. You fell for it, you bastard. And shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. Hey, this is for the homie. That is the greatest idea ever. That I am not going to watch it either. But look at the thing again. I am not going to watch this. I am not going to watch this. Now, this part is for Dahomey. Shout out to Dahomey. There are many tribes in Africa that I have a true respect for. You know, some I don't. And that's because, well, I ain't gonna go into the ones I dislike. I'm gonna focus on the ones I like. Shout out to Crew, shout out to the Dahomey. And shout out to the homies and the Crew. No, I'm joking. Crew is another tribe, KRU. Look them up. But anyway, shout out to the Dahomey. Because every society has tried to think of ways to get rid of their ugly, useless bitches. Like every civilization has had that enigma. What do I do about the ugly, unfuckable, useless bitches? And there are several ideas, several great ideas. You know, some of them are like the nunneries, but even prior to Christianity Catholicism being the primary religion of Rome and Constantinople, and the Byzantine, like the Eastern Roman Empire or the Western Roman Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire. So prior to that, I think that they were called like Sisters of Ceres or something like that. Don't quote me on that. But there was a previous goddess that was similar to a nunnery that they put their unfuckable women. Creating a place for less desirable women is key for the development of a society. I repeat, creating a place for the undesirable women is key for the development of society. So some civilizations had nunneries, you know, they put them in the nunnery, and that's just where they did. And they too weren't allowed to fuck people, but nobody really wanted to fuck them. Because you see, here's the thing. If you let a bunch of ugly bitches run rampant, then what they do is they poison the more attractive women. You see, you got to understand that modern fairy tales is bullshit, but fairy tales of the past, like Snow White, they're all rooted in things in understanding human behavior. Now, let's take Snow White for example. A witch is something, the evil, not the evil stepmother, but she was like the mirror on the wall. Basically, she was a less hot chick, right? Right? She was a less hot woman. She hit the wall, and there's some new pussy in town. She was a less hot single woman. Now, less hot single women don't just go somewhere and mind their own damn business like the nunnery or something like that. Nope. We don't live in a society like that. So, what do the less hot women of the world do? The less hot women of the world, they try to poison, and in Snow White, she literally poisoned the more beautiful women. So smart societies like Dahomey say, we ain't gonna have that. We are gonna take all these wicked bitches and we are going to put them to work. We are gonna give them the musket and some boot camps and get them to working. Other societies, there's a lot of European societies that just called them witches, said that they had demon powers and killed them. But every society, every great society knew that you had to do something about the ugly bitch problem. You had to. You had to. Because if they go unchecked, they will fester and they will fester and corrupt. They will corrupt the beautiful women of the world. And that's what Viola Davis old ass is trying to do right now. She is trying to corrupt the beautiful. Oh, make no mistake, beautiful women. Make no mistake. She is trying to corrupt your ass. They are trying to corrupt your ass into being a bitch that's chained to a post with a tail up her ass. They are trying to corrupt. They think that they can convince you to grab a man and take it. No, you better seduce my dick. You gonna seduce this motherfucker? I got muscles and shit. Ain't no bitch grabbing me. None. So you are going to have to finesse this shit. You are going to have to seduce. You are going to have to seduce. And you do that shit with lingerie and a motherfucking savage. That is how you do it. Grab them and take them. You got, bitch, you got me fucked up. I don't know what type of prison fantasies you have, but it ain't that type of party. Shout out to the homie. They took all the evil stepsisters and all the wicked witches of the East and the West, and they said, okay, we gonna give you busy work. You are the Dahomey military. And you get to defend the realm from the White Walkers or the French Walkers in this case. You get to defend the realm because you are a sister of the Night's Watch. It's busy work for ugly bitches. When the Dahomey invaded a tribe and they enslaved the women, they took the quality women as wives and as sex slaves and shit like that, and they made your ugly ass fight. Which is okay. You got to do something. You got to keep, if you're going to have an empty vagina, you might as well have a musket in your hand. If you're not going to have a dick in your vagina, you might as well have a musket in your hand. So salute to them for coming up with a great idea. And now they have this movie. And now they have this movie. This wasn't a position of honor. It was not. Doggy style is a position of honor. This is some bull. This was not a position of honor. This is saying that you are not good enough to wed or bed. You are not good enough to bed or wed. You're just good enough to hold a damn musket and get shot before they shoot the men. That is what you are good enough for. You were lesser women. By Dahomey standards, you are lesser women. And that is why you are, they said, listen, I don't want your ugly ass genes in my tribe anymore. Hold on. Yeah, this is the nice watch. Members of Masculinization was supposed to hone and aggressive character. Let's see. No. Recruited both men and women soldiers from. Okay, so they recruited both men and women soldiers. It's not a recruit if you're a captive. Anyway. Though women soldiers were also recruited from free Dahomey women. Yeah, the ugly bitches that they don't want. They weren't recruited. Some enrolled as young as 8 years old. Other accounts indicate that the Dahomey were recruited from amongst the a showy king's wives, of which there were often hundreds. Let's see. Some women of the Fun Society became soldiers involuntarily. Became soldiers involuntarily. Yeah, that's true. While others are. Oh, here we go. And here we go. This is what I was looking for. This is the key. Thank you. It's under recruitment in Wikipedia. While others were involuntarily enrolled if their husbands or fathers complained to the king about their behavior. This is a punishment. This is a punishment. Y'all feel empowered by this shit? You're stupid. You are stupid as hell. If you feel empowered, basically it says if their husbands or fathers complain to the king about their behavior. Basically, shout out to Dahomey. Shout out to Dahomey. They said, if you are husband, you are the man of the house. And if you just so happen to be with an unruly, ugly ass bitch, if you find yourself stuck with an unruly, ugly ass bitch, then we have a place for her. Just bring her to me, the king, and you don't have to deal with her anymore. That is what their society, that is what this wasn't an honor. This wasn't a noble army or anything like that. This was just a place to get rid of unruly bitches. This is just like a place for husbands to throw away their unwanted coochie. Let's see. Was supposed to hone any aggressive characteristics and training for the purposes of war. They didn't even want to breed your ass. That's a shame. Because notice like the male members of their military, they got to breed and shit. During their membership, they were not allowed to have children or be a part of married life. Nope. They don't want more of you. They're trying to get rid of the unruly, ugly bitch gene. But you see, here's the problem. Because people are talking about the Dahomey and they were slave traders. I don't give a shit. But here's the problem. But here's how it affects you. You see, this unruly bitch thing that they had going on, they sold them to whites. They sold them to Europeans, and they came over to the Americas, and they wound up in Mississippi, and they just kept putting that gene out. They just kept putting that gene out, and now we have like a fucking army of unruly bitches on our hands, and they are condoning this shit. Man, where is Dahomey? Where is King Dahomey when you need him? How many of you would love to just take an unruly ass baby mama, ex-wife, or some shit like that to the homie and then put them through Navy SEAL training or some shit like that? Hold on. That's what this is. This was just like a way to get rid of, this is busy work. This is busy work for femininely incompetent women or incompetent women. You're not competent in the manners of femininity. Therefore, they put you into this holding ground. Indifference to pain and death. Let's see. Actually, now that I think about it, they didn't even send them there. They just put them here to just die somewhere. They basically like, okay, let's put them off to die somewhere. Let's see. Give me uniforms. Let's see. According to reports written, yeah, okay, let's see. We're said to be structured in parallel with the army as a whole. Okay, right here. With the center wing as a king's bodyguard. And this is where that whole Dora Milaje thing comes from Black Panther. You know, where you had a bunch of warrior chicks and they were sent to guard the king. Shout out to Dahomey. See, here's the thing. They didn't put women like that to guard royalty because they thought that they were just such good warriors. Because let's face it, if you are getting invaded and the invading army has made it to the point where they are attacking, the bodyguards of the royal family, then you already lost. Your main military lost. Just like if there's an army out there, if somebody was to attack the U.S. and the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, the Marines, the what's it called? Army National Guard and the Coast Guard, they're all gone, and the last line of defense is the Secret Service, then you pretty much already lost at that point. You pretty much already lost. So you're not the best at that point, so you don't necessarily need to be the best to do that particular job. No, what you need to do is not have a penis. What made them better equipped at the job is that you don't have a penis. Would you think about it? You're the king of a nation. Who would you rather have as personal and private security of your daughter? Would you rather have, a muscle-bound dude who probably have some princess pussy fetishes? Or prince booty fetishes? Would you rather the king of, or would you rather the person who's guarding the queen, be some muscle-bound dude? Be some muscle-bound jawline nigga that knows how to wield a spear? And you looking at the baby like, hey, that kind of look like that nigga. Like, what you gonna do? Like, nothing? Because, it's not like I can call the guards. You are the guards. So it's like, fuck it. So to avoid that particular situation, and people were in that situation, the Romans were in that situation. The Praetorian Guard did run Rome towards the end, and that's because what the fuck you gonna do type thing. So yeah, stuff like that happens. And shout out to Dahomey. Shout out to the Dahomey. way to solve that problem. You killed two birds with one stone. You kept the penis away from your princesses and your queens, while at the same time, you found something to do for the ugly bitches. Salute to you. Dang, it was something else I wanted to cover. Talked about the tribe, how it was unmarriageable. Dang, it was something else I wanted to cover on this. I should have wrote it down. Oh, that's what it was. The circumstances under which this idea developed. So basically, I think it was the Yoruba tribe. So they were a vassal nation. The Dahomey had become a vassal nation of the Yoruba tribe. And as such, they had to pay tribute. And they had to pay tribute in slaves. Now, what was true? What's really true of most societies? In fact, I can't think of one to where it's much different unless it's a society where the people are extremely comfortable. But most past society value male slaves over women slaves, and the real value of women slaves was to produce and breed male slaves. Since most forms of slavery isn't chattel slavery is extremely, from a historical standpoint, it's extremely rare, and for good reason. And the primary reason being, nobody wants to wait that long. Nobody wants to wait that long. It's too much time. Okay, for example, let's just say in the American South, right? Or actually, let's just say Jamaica, because they didn't really have child slavery like that, even in Haiti. But the thinking is that I'm going to get me a woman slave, and then in 5 years and 9 months, I'll have another slave. So you have to wait about 5 years before it picks its first, before it cuts its first sugar cane. I mean, who wants to wait that long? So most people didn't really do that unless they were domestic slaves. Most people didn't really see the need for something like that, to wait that damn long before you have a labor ready society. Like, why are you going to wait 20 years before you have a full blown thing? What happened in the US was that slavery ended, as far as the slave trade ended before slavery. So the only slaves they can get was ones that were born and bred into it. Why am I saying that? The point is, the reason why I'm saying that is to say that male slaves were worth a lot more. And the Dahomey having to pay slave tributes to the Yoruba, I'm thinking it's the Yoruba tribe. I know it's a tribe where the people now are largely congregated in Nigeria. So if Ike, you're there, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the Yoruba tribe. So they had to pay in male slaves. And as a result, their military was depleted. There weren't enough men because they were sending all their men to be slaved. So in addition to the remaining male army, they got their women, and they went out and did some things. And really what they did initially was enslave other people. I have my theories that the women didn't actually use force to enslave men. They actually just initially seduced them, like, hey, you want to come and get some of this pussy? You want to come and get some of this pussy? In fact, that's probably why it's so many damn simps in the black community. Because many of us are the descendants of somebody who went after Dahomey's pussy, wound up in chains, and then got shipped open, and then got shipped over. And your ass wound up in Florida, like, how did I wind up here? Like, oh, I wanted some pussy. I knew that that's what the homie do. I knew that the homie was notorious for enslaving niggas, but I was like, nah, that's not gonna happen to me because I got game. I got game. So, even though the homie is always enslaving niggas, they're not gonna enslave me because I got that game. Anyway, that's my theory. I'll cover that in a later video. So they were made into that circumstance because it required an all hands on deck situation. And just to be clear, every great civilization towards its decline or even rise, they have had their all hands on deck moment. The Carthaginians during the Third Punic War, the women were made to not only fight, they were made to cut their hair so the hair can be made into slings. So, they can hurl rocks at Roman invaders and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. When you get conquered, it's all hands on deck. And then after you get conquered, it's all hands on dicks. But anyway, not going to get into that right now. The point is that this whole ideology was born out of necessity from being conquered. It's not to be championed. It is not a good thing. Black woman, if you think being an ugly ass bitch wielding a spear is a good thing, you are stupid. You are solely mistaken. You are solely mistaken when there are women out there getting carried around on litters and you outside wielding a machete. You're stupid if you think that these are better people in society. It's busy work for ugly bitches. And the fact that you are championing more ugly bitches, who is the. Let me ask y'all something. Then I've got to go. Name the championed Black woman that is under 30. Who is, because y'all remember how we had like Holly Berry back in the day, Robin Givens. There were just like a ton of them. Who is the Black woman? Who is the championed Black woman in current time that is under 30? You see, they don't champion Black beauty anymore. They just champion shit like this. The Woman King. Ain't that a fucking joke? Hold on, let me get the trailer. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna IMDb this because I want to see who wrote it. Director Gina Prince. Here we go. Writer Dana Stevens. Let's see. Yep. Y'all stupid. Y'all are stupid. Let me show you what I mean. And I'm not talking about anybody here because y'all smart enough to not watch the crap. But no. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. And I'm just finding this out now. So I look up who wrote this, and it's this woman. Who that woman? Oh, she's a writer. She is a writer. And apparently she writes black shit like fatherhood, safe haven, I don't know, city of angels. This white woman wrote a movie depicting black women as ugly, masculine, unruly, violent bitches. I cannot believe this. White women will always maintain their feminine image, while at the same time they will give black women a masculine image. They are making a motherfucking fool of you. Anybody who championing this, you have a white woman. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I get more pictures of her. Hold on, let me see. Give me a second, y'all. This is a bad look on y'all, black women. This is a horrible look on y'all. The fact that y'all are letting this woman influence your culture in this way. She's gonna write you as masculine as hell. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. This looks suspect. This looks suspect. Okay, so what else has she written? Well, I haven't seen any of her movies, apparently. Not even a Kevin Hart movie. But what else has she written? Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't be stupid. She wrote a movie called Safe Haven, where the pretty, beautiful white woman is with the rugged, outdoorsy white man. And here's another one with Nicolas Cage and the beautiful, 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 beautiful white woman with the beautiful, 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 beautiful hair. Y'all are letting her write your character? Notice how when she writes about white women, they're not masculine as fuck. What's up with that? What is up with that? She is playing y'all. She is playing y'all something fierce. Apparently, that's all she did. Y'all are so this is the second time. Actually, it's not the second time. It's about the 2 millionth time that white women have sent y'all into a place that they're not going to go. Look at this. Look at this woman. She is, she has maximized her beauty. She's old as fuck. She is old as fuck. But she still maintained a feminine shape. She still maintained her hair because she knows the importance of beauty. She understands the importance of beauty, which is why it maintains it even in her old ass age. And even though she got money, she's not saying, I got money, I don't need a man. Nope. This is a joke. Y'all letting this woman play y'all. She just fucked up y'all image some more, and y'all okay with this shit. If her husband is black, I am going to die laughing. I am going to die laughing. Hold on. Let me see if she's married. Because of course she's married. I mean, she's going to convince y'all to live a lifestyle that would never get you married. But oh, and she got a hyphen in the name. So yeah, so she's definitely married. Let me see what her husband looked like. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something went wrong. Hold on. Oh no, that's the director. My bad. So the director is the one with the hyphenated name. Oh crap. Let's take a look at the director. Even though directors are just paid to bring the writer's vision, you know. But she's a light-skinned woman. It is what it is. You know. She was made to direct this. Anyway, hold on. Let me look up the writer. All right. Oh, so she's the same age as Viola Davis. Okay. Let me. All right. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Michael something, Apted, but apparently they divorced. So yeah, she ain't got no damn husband either. This is your leader. When you pull back the curtain from The Wiz, this is your Richard Pryor. She is leading y'all into failure. And if you watch this movie, you are following her into failure. Don't let them think that you're that stupid. So outside of that, I'd like to thank the Cash Apps and Super Chats, managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, and those who participate in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. This is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.